Right. I'd like to declare today's meeting open. Welcome everyone, right on 5:30. Declare it open and no visitors today. Attendance, we have everyone here. Apologies, Councillor Steve Gilbert is an apology, or is he? No, he's apology, not an approved leave of absence. Sorry, 2-3 is an approved leave of absence. Councillor Steve Gilbert. Declaration of interest. Are there any declarations of interest for tonight's meeting? No, therefore we'll proceed. Item 4.1 public question time. No public. Oh, there's our lady with the food. 4.1 response to previous public questions taken on notice. We don't have any apparently. Item 4.2 no public questions. Item 5, petitions, deputations and presentations. I don't believe there are any. Item 6, applications for leave of absence. Are there any? No, thank you. Announcements for the presiding member. I might start off with you, Councillor Hamilton.
Hi, Joe. I've written it down for you. So I attended the Moora Frail Age Lodge Committee meeting on the 20th of May. I attended a youth at risk meeting on the 21st of May, and I attended the Central Midlands Senior High School Agricultural Advisory Committee meeting. I'm very excited because they now have funding from the Education Department to actually set up an agricultural wing at Central Midlands Senior High School. And they're liaising with community organisations and groups, including our machinery dealerships and all of those who are also giving advice and support to this committee and to this organisation. So they've got hens and they're going to be running sheep.
Thank you. Councillor Gilbert.
I attended a meeting with fellow councillor and CEO in the chambers here for the Curtin University, a survey in regards to renewable energy and community consultation. Unfortunately, I don't have the date. I'm hoping the CEO will have it in his diary, or my colleague will have the date.
Was the 12th of May, I believe.
12th of May.
Thank you. Thank you. Councillor Durgan.
I attended the meeting with the university on the 12th of May and the 2 meetings for the youth at risk on the 21st of May. So one down at the youth centre and then there was another one at Chambers directly after, about 2 hours later. So,
thank you.
Yep.
Councillor James.
Nothing from me, thanks.
I think Councillor Phillips.
I only attended a meeting, or meeting as councillor with the school principal regarding access to school lands, potentially for housing and the availability of teachers on a permanent basis. What be done regarding the Shire might be able to assist in that matter of retaining teachers here.
Did you have a date for that?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yes, which was the 23rd.
25th.
25th, I do.
It's the 26th today.
Oh, so it's the 20th.
It's the 27th today.
27th.
Thank you.
Sorry, Michaela got it wrong.
Thank you.
Oh, dear. Days fly by.
Heike, did you get that?
If you don't mind just writing the meeting down for me.
Yes.
Thank you, Councillor Phillips. I attended the Avon Midland Zone meeting on the 24th of April at Gemelling. I also attended a meeting with the CEO at the Moora Mavericks on the 28th of April. And also I went to the Hay Bales concert on the 2nd of May, which I'm not sure whether to report on that or not, but I just put that in and I'll give you a copy, Heike, of that. Thank you, everyone. Item 8.1, confirmation of minutes. 8.1, ordinary council meeting on the 22nd of April 2026. Recommendation that council confirm the minutes of the ordinary council meeting held on the 22nd of April 26 as a true and correct record of the meeting. Is there a mover or seconder for that, please? Thank you, Councillor Hamill. The seconder. Thank you, Councillor Clythe-Gilbert. Like to speak for or against?
For.
Yes, all for, no one against. All those in favour of those minutes being true and correct? Thank you. Carried. Reports of officers, 9-1 Chief Executive Officer.
Mr. President, just advise council that we have withdrawn for the time being the proposal to purchase a grader, and we'll conduct some further investigations in regard to financing that arrangement. And bring a report back to council at the next meeting.
Thank you. Any questions, queries or comments? Pretty straightforward. Thank you. Item 9.2, financial service, or 9.2.1, list of payments authorised under delegation 1.15. The author is our CEO. Anything to add to our CEO?
I'm comfortable with the recommendation and the paper as presented. I'm not aware of any issues with regard to the appropriateness of the relevance of the expenditure made in accordance with this recommendation.
You does seem any questions, queries or comments beforehand? No, that being the case, there is an officer recommendation. How are we going with the recording? Okay.
The recording is fine. We're just waiting for Travis.
On this.
He's going to be talking on the financials.
Is it?
Yep. 9.2
On the next one or this one?
the next one.
Yep.
Yeah, this one, 9.2.2.
Yep, right. So there's a recommendation there. The council notes and endorses the payments from the municipal and trust funds made under delegation 1.15. A total of $1.981,188.08. Is there a mover for that recommendation, please? Thank you, Councillor James. A seconder? Councillor Hamilton, thank you. Councillor James, you'd like to speak for or against? Councillor Hamilton? For. Anyone like to speak against? No, that being the case, we'll put it to the vote. All those in favour for that recommendation, please. Thank you. Carried. Item 9.2.2, Statement of Financial Activity for the period ended 30th April 2026. The author is Travis Bate, Financial Accountant, RSM Australia. Do we have Travis online?
I am online, but it's joined on my phone somehow instead of my computer. So,
Thank you.
Yep.
Everybody pretty sigh of relief.
We're all worried, but well done, Travis. You work with technology. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're the author of this report, Travis. Anything to add to that, please?
I did have some notes in relation to it, but I can't share it on my screen when I'm on the phone. So,
I can share the financials, and then do you want them to drive me through the pages, Travis?
yeah, thanks, Jose. That will work.
Cool.
Okay, so if you go to the executive summary, which is page 4 of the PDF document.
Just give me half a minute.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I'll try again. Sorry.
Bit of reboot. Here we go.
Got it there?
Nearly. Aha.
Oh, yep. Now I can see it on my screen. Okay, so
how you
just
go?
noting. Yep.
Far away. All yours, Travis.
Just noting there, the closing surplus to the end of April sitting at $367,000, which is up compared to the budget profile, which had a deficit of $5 million. which was due to the timing of the budget profile. In terms of significant projects there, the Wax residences, there's been no movement since March, and the Wheatbelt Secondary Freight Network for Carrot Well, only a minor movement from the end of March at the 2,288,000. JZ, if you just scroll down a little bit to where it shows the grants. So operating grants, yep, that's it. Operating grants were $73,000 above budget to the end of April. 31,000 of that related to DFES Fire Brigade and 28,000 to the hay bales event. And the capital grants, 1.191 million above budget, which is mostly because of the timing of capital projects. So Wheatbelt Secondary Freight Network was 345,000 above budget. Roads to Recovery, 518,000, and the airstrip, 163,000. The details in relation to that are included in note 12, which is page 30, your attachment if you want to see anything further. Rates levied, still sitting 7,000 below budget, no movement there from prior month. JZ, if you could just jump forward to the summary graphs, which is page 5 of the PDF. So just noting there, in terms of the operating revenues, they're sitting 66,000 below budget. Fees and charges are 76,000 below budget, interest 23,000, and other revenue 33,000, which are offset by operating grants that were $73,000 above budget. The overall operating expenses are sitting 452,000 below budget. Most of that being employee costs, which are 302,000 under budget, materials and contracts 141,000, and loss on disposal of assets at 91,000. JZ, if you could just jump down a little bit to where it shows the bar graphs with the ratios. Yep. So current ratio was sitting at 1.25 at the end of April, which was above the benchmark of 1. But the cash ratio sitting at 0.67, which is below the benchmark where we're aiming to be at 1. And then the only other place I would look, JZ, is page 18, which has the material variances and explanations for those. So most of those we have spoken about in terms of the grants. The fees and charges are outlined there as to the major items which are contributing to that movement. And same with the materials and contracts with the major items listed there. So yeah, that's the key parts of the financial report. I'm happy to take any questions in relation to that.
Thank you, Travis. Any questions for Travis? Everyone's happy. Thank you, Travis. No, if there's no questions, there's a recommendation there that Council endorses the statement of financial activity for the period end of 30th of April 2026. Is there a mover for that recommendation, please? Thank you, Councillor Phillips. Seconder? Councillor Dugan, thank you. Councillor Phillips, like to speak for or against?
Thank you.
Councillor Dugan? Anyone like to speak against? No, that being the case, we'll put it to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you. Carried. Thank you very much, Travis.
Yeah, thank you.
Hope it rains a lot in Geraldton, but please don't pinch it all.
Try not to.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, and well done for making your technology work. Thank you. Much appreciated.
All right, thanks for that. I'll leave the meeting now.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya.
Item 9.2.3, charitable entity rates exemption request. Ewart Aboriginal Corporation. The author, Jay-Z. Anything to add, Jay-Z?
No, we'll consider that as a third item. Happy to take any questions.
Any questions to Jay-Z? Author and report? No. Moving down here. There's an officer recommendation that council, 1, pursuant to section 6.262G of the Local Government Act 95, approve a rates exemption for the property A24 located at 19 Narragansett Street, Moora, owned by the Ewart Aboriginal Corporation on the basis that the land is used exclusively for charitable purposes. And 2, applies exemption of the rates component only effective from 1st of January 2026. 3, notes the exemption does not apply to sewage charges. Do we move that all as one, CEO?
Yes.
Yes, just checking, thank you. Therefore, is there a mover for that recommendation, please?
There's more on the next page.
Oh, sorry, there is 2. Thank you. The emergency services levy, any applicable rubbish or service charges. 4, requires the applicant to notify the Shire immediately should the ownership of the property change, the use of the property change, or the organisation charitable status change. And 5, requests the Chief Executive Officer to review the exemption eligibility periodically, including confirmation of charitable status at intervals determined by the Chief Executive Officer. Is there a mover for that recommendation, please? Councillor Phillips, thank you. Is there a seconder? Councillor Hamilton, thank you. Councillor Phillips, speak for or against? Councillor Hamilton, for or against?
For.
Thank you. Anyone like to speak against?
I just have a point of a clarification.
Yes.
What is the charitable status? Is there a certificate or what's involved in that?
It's registered under the Native Title Act.
So it's a document or like a registration form, or
All of these Aboriginal corporations are registered with the
ACNC.
the ACNC, the Australian Charitable
Right.
non something or other.
Yep.
Organisation, and they have to demonstrate that they have that registration as well, which, from recollection, I've seen that there as part of the process.
And that's reviewed every year.
It remains current so long as they maintain the compliance with the register and their requirements that it may change or vary from year to year. As long as they maintain their registration, which is done primarily by filing their annual returns, other financial reports and things of that nature, they retain their registration.
And that is checked by you every year.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, can I just ask a follow-up question there? Have we been informed of what the charitable purpose is that the building's to be used for?
As far as I know, they're for the purposes of Aboriginal members of the association. To whatever the purposes of the Aboriginal
I
association.
believe that's a commercial building, is it not? 19 Narragansett.
I'm
So
not
is it-
sure.
Well, I was just wondering,
The zoning.
what charitable purpose is it? Is it something that qualifies as charitable purpose, or has it just been a box ticked?
Well, I would say that this building, I'm aware, was investigated by the Department of Lands and Heritage and was caught up in that group of buildings and sites around Moora that was submitted through the South West Land and Sea Council resolution of the distribution of lands, and it had to be submitted to Cabinet for approval to be granted to the Ewart operation. So it was a process outside our control. And I'm not sure what the charitable purpose is, but I'll find out and I'll let you know.
I believe it's used as a mental health and wellbeing centre.
Thank you.
Thank you. There has been a mover. Councillor Phillips was the mover, is that right?
Yes.
Speak for or against?
Oh, thank you.
Councillor Hamilton, speak for or against?
For.
Anyone like to speak against? Yes, Councillor James?
I think that even though it's obviously they're a charitable organisation, I think that is their like headquarter building rather than being that charitable space. So I've just got some concerns around that, whether it's like what Councillor Dugan said, whether it's a box being ticked, whether it's actually going to be used for those specific purposes.
Well, I'll ask that question, but thank you for raising it.
Councillor Dugan, speaking against?
I'd like to speak against at this point, only because there's not enough information around the intended purpose for the building for me to be able to support it. If I've been given more information around what the actual purpose for the building was, as Councillor James just said, whether it's for headquarters, whether it's for providing a service to the actual community that's going to benefit the community, or if it's just a vacant building or area that's going to be sitting there under the organisation's name, that's something I want to know before I make that determination, especially given our current financial situations. We have to look at, are they being rated appropriately, or is an exemption being given appropriately at this point? Without that information, I can't spot it.
Look, I'm a bit reluctant to go any further. We've had a mover and a seconder. We've had to speak against. So in future, could councillors ask these questions before I ask for a mover and
Well, in
seconder?
fact, if you know something, just put it on the table before we get into the conversation.
I just would like to add that there is 2 attachments to this item. One of them is from the youth and explaining how the property has been used. And there's also the profile, ACN profile, just showing they are registered as a charity as well. So I believe that all the councillors have received that paperwork.
Thank you. Well, that being the case, I've got a mover and a seconder. I'll put it to the vote. All those in favour? 1, 2, 3. Against? 2. So 3-2. Oh, sorry, that doesn't add up. 4-2. So it's passed. Thank you.
Let's do some research anyway, just to satisfy us.
And thank you, Councillor Jones, for bringing up the items 4 or 5, which I'd left off my page. Item 9.2.4, write-off unrecoverable debts, non-rates. The author is JZ. Thank you. Yes, sorry, on the right one. Item 9.2.4. JZ, have you got anything to add to this?
This is just a procedure, just towards of the end of financial year. We're trying to clean up everything that it's open and has been in the system as a historical data. And basically, this is what we're bringing up today.
Thank you. Any questions, queries or comments to JZ before I put it to the recommendation? No, that being the case, there is a recommendation there which I will read out. Offers a recommendation to the Council. 1, pursuant to section 6.12 of the Local Government Act 1995, authorise the write-off the unrecoverable debts and small credit balance listed in this report. And 2, note that reasonable attempts have been undertaken by the Shire of Moora's finance officers to recover the debts and contact the relevant parties prior to recommending write-off. Is there a mover for that recommendation, please? Councillor Hamilton, thank you. A seconder? Councillor Clydesdale-Gabbert, thank you. Like to speak for or against? Councillor Hamilton?
For.
Councillor Clydesdale-Gabbert?
For.
Anyone like to speak against? No, that being the case, I'll put the recommendation to the vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 9.3.1, proposed financial hardship policy. Author is Bob Hoogland. Thank you, Bob. Anything to add, Bob?
No, Mr. President, as per the report, happy to take any questions councillors may have.
Any questions to our Deputy CEO, Bob? Report, Bob, thank you. There's a recommendation there, if there's no questions, that council adopt the financial hardship policy as proposed. Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Hamilton, thank you. Seconder, Councillor Dugan, thank you. Councillor Hamilton, like to speak for or against? Councillor Dugan, thank you. Anyone like to speak against? No, that being the case, we'll put it to the vote. All those in favour? Passed unanimously. Thank you. 9.3.2, Policy Manual Review, Human Resources. Policies. Once again, the author is Bob Hoogland, Deputy Chief Executive Officer. Bob, anything to add?
No, as per the report, it's part of our ongoing review of the policy manual. These policies really don't belong in as policies as such. They're more CEO level procedures, and therefore the recommendation is just to do the tidying up to get them where they belong.
Getting towards the end, Bob, of those policies?
I would like to think so, but there's still a few to go, I'm afraid.
Okay, keep up the good work. Any questions, comments or queries to Bob? No, that was great. Good report, Bob. Thank you. There's officer recommendations. There's no questions that I'll read them all out. The council approved the deletion from the Shire of Moora policy manual of the following HR policies. I think I can take them on block. Is that okay? Rather than read them all out. Is there a mover for that recommendation, please? Councillor Phillips, thank you. A seconder? Councillor Dugan, thank you. Councillor Phillips, like to speak for or against? Thank you. Councillor Dugan. Anyone like to speak against? No, that being the case, I'll put it to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you. Unanimous. Item 9.3.3, appointment of independent members of Audit, Risk and Improvement Committee. Once again, the author is Bob Hoogland. Bob, anything to add, please?
CEO has probably a little bit more information. We did receive some additional applicants. As I indicated, it's fairly late in the timing, so we really rather bring a more detailed report to the next meeting. Still gives us time to meet the legislative requirement to have that in place by the end of financial year. So if it's okay, I'd rather bring that report to the next meeting. But we do have a couple of applicants, enough for council to make a decision.
Right, thank you. Bit of advice from the CEO. Do we get a councillor to lay this on the table?
We could do that. I think that as indicated, there are 3 credible candidates. So for us to make a decision, and it's a matter of drawing them together and then pushing a recommendation through the council.
Right. Yep. Councillor Dugan.
Move motion to lay it on the table until the next meeting.
Thank you. You've moved that. Is there a seconder for that? Councillor Phillips, thank you. You're obviously speaking for. Anyone against? No, that being the case, put it to the vote. All those in favour to lay it on the table. Thank you. Carried unanimously. 9.4, community development stakeholder services, which there are nil. 9.5, infrastructure services. 9.51, budget variation, payroll module implementation. The author is Si. Welcome, Si. Any questions? Oh, sorry, anything to add?
No, I think so. I'm happy to take questions if you have any.
Any questions for Si on this report? Councillor Phillips.
No, it's just how long it take time.
What, your possible question or?
No, sorry. No, it's not like big.
No questions or comments, queries for Si? Good report, Si, thank you. Therefore, there's an office recommendation I'll read out. The council by absolute majority endorsed the variation of the 2025-26 adopted budget to reallocate $25,837.20 from the West Wing walls refurbishment, CCTV upgrades and new carpet tiles for West Wing capital projects to fund the implementation of a new payroll module. Is there a mover for that recommendation, please? Councillor Hamilton, thank you. A seconder? Councillor Phillips, thank you. Councillor Hamilton, speak for or against?
For.
Councillor Phillips, thank you. Anyone like to speak against? No, that being the case, we'll put it to the vote for the recommendation. All those in favour? Carried. That is unanimous. Thank you. 9.6 is engineering services, which there are none. 10 is reports of committees, which there are no. 11, new business of an urgent nature introduced by decision of council. There isn't any of 12 matters for the week.
Sorry,
We have one.
we do have one. We last Friday we received an offer on lot 2005 Ashford Street.
Thank you.
The reason I put it through late is because rather than putting it off to the next meeting, the proponents have offered the full sum of money, which is $85,000. We recently rejected an offer of $45,000 for the same lot, and the applicants are keen to get a resolution and a contract is not planned. So my recommendation is, given that there are no impediments, there are no encumbrances, and there are no conditions in the contract, and it's for $85,000, we should accept it. And like council approval to advertise the potential sale and engage with the proponents to bring about the finalised contract, sell that land to them.
Thank you. Find a mover for a new.
We should move to accept the later agenda item or the urgent agenda item.
Yep, so I'll call it 11.1, sale of land lot 2005 Atborough Street. If we move, is there a mover that we can bring this to the council meeting, please?
Yes.
Councillor Hamilton, the seconder. Thank you, Councillor James. Not speak for or against. Councillor Hamilton.
For.
Councillor James, for.
To bring this to the meeting.
To bring it to the meeting?
Yeah.
Everyone in favour to bring it to the meeting? Show of hands, please. Thank you. That's unanimous. So thank you, our CEO, Gavin Roberts. Would you like to add anything to that?
I think it's a pretty self-contained issue and reasonably easy, so quite satisfied.
Councillors want an extra minute to read everything? Yes.
Do you have a copy of a map where it is as well, please?
Atborough Street? No, I don't.
Oh, no, I just wanted to know where it was, that's all.
2005 Atborough Street.
Yeah, it's just,
Is it down near Carnaby?
yeah, where is it? Yeah.
On the south side of that, near Carnaby Cockatoo
In
Place.
fact, it's
On the south side of that.
it's the third block.
So if you go
Okay,
at Barrow Street,
yes,
crosses over
yes.
the Midlands Road, yeah. And the
Yes.
railway.
There's two blocks together.
That's right.
Yeah, now I'm with you. Thank you.
JC,
Yeah.
how quick are you on Google Earth?
That's okay.
Well,
I
people are ready.
know exactly where it is now. Thank you. Yep. Which side is it on?
On the south.
That's on the
No,
south
but
side.
is it, there's two blocks, which,
It's the western side.
so that's next to the
50.
Crockford's property? Crockford's?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, because they're friends. I would maybe declare interest or something like that, possibly as a friend, that's all. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
No, I don't think.
It's not next door?
I don't know the name of the person next door, but it's on the western side as you face the street.
Eastern side.
So
there's a
closer to-
White House,
Closer
there's
to the
a-
Midlands Road.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it is next door to the Crockfords. I just want to declare an interest that I've got my friends and neighbours next door. That's also just be a impartial interest, if you don't mind. I can stay in the room, but I like to declare my interest as friends
No, thank you.
to the neighbouring property, although, sorry, I'm talking out loud, is that in proximity? It's actually,
I personally don't think. that's
okay,
an issue.
it's just an impartial.
Thank you.
It's good to be more transparent. I'll fill it in. Yeah. question.
Yes,
What does the Shire recently reject an offer for 45,000 for lot 2005 due to its uncommercial nature? What does that mean?
Well, we had it listed for 85,000.
Oh, so it's
We're offered 45,000.
right.
the uncommercial nature of the offer. Is
In
that
other
right?
words, it's not a.
Well, it wasn't competitive.
Yeah.
Didn't meet the threshold.
Thank you. Yeah.
How is everyone going with their rating? Finished? Any other questions, queries, comments before I read the recommendation out? No, therefore I will read the recommendation out for 11.1. That council, 1, approve the statutory public notice of the prospective sale of lot 2005 Atborough Street, Moora, in accordance with the Local Government Act 1995, and 2, approve subject to the expiry of the public notice period and consideration of any public comment, the sale of lot 2005 Atborough Street, Moora, on suitable terms as agreed by the Shire for no less than $85,000 GST inclusive. Is there a mover for that recommendation, please? Councillor Hamilton, thank you. Is there a second? Councillor Dugan, thank you. Councillor Hamilton, like to speak for or against?
For.
Thank you. Councillor Dugan? For. Thank you. Anyone like to speak against? No, that being the case, I'll put to the vote the recommendation. All those in favour? Thank you. Carried unanimously. Item 12, which so no other new business of urgent nature. Thank you. Item 12, matters for the week which the meeting may be closed. Thank you. And item 13, closure of meeting. I'd like to declare the meeting closed and thank you very much for your attendance this evening.